Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So Moshe moves to Midian. All right, so take two. All right, so the second period of testing and trials with Moshe's life in Midian, and the second period of testing and trials deals with Moshe's life in Midian. What is the first thing we're told concerning his life in Midian? Let me have my next reader read Exodus chapter 2, verses 16 through 21, please.
Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the troughs to water their father's flocks. And the shepherds came and drove them away, but Moshe stood up and helped them and watered their flocks. And when they came to Reuel, their father, he said, How is it that ye are come so soon today? And they said, An Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us, and watered the flock. And he said unto his daughters, And where is he? Why is it that ye have left the man? Call him, that he may eat bread. And Moshe was content to dwell with the man, and he gave Moshe Zipporah his daughter.
Hallelujah. Okay, so Midian speaks to strife. Reuel speaks to the friend of Elohim and Zipporah, a little bird. Hereby we see the word painting a picture of Moses encountering strife within the land of strife. Who would have thought, right? So he goes into the land of strife and he runs into strife. He defends the good and holy of the land, which is depicted by the priest of Midian's 7 daughters, and dwells with the priest who is the friend of Elohim. It should be easy to see that this was a setup by Yah, right? This in turn teaches us a lot concerning our second period of testing and trials, because it too is a setup by Yah, only for us. For instance, we can expect to receive trials in conjunction with standing up and fighting for that which is right, just, and true, even as Moshe did. We likewise, he'll send us through testings and trials to see if we would stand for what's right. And I've seen many, many people go through these testings and trials over and over again. I've seen many, many people flunk this test or trial over and over again. But when you have a heart for Yah, eventually you'll get it right. Also like on the Moshe, we're to deal with the priest of Elohim within the land. And that is, we're to find a priest of Elohim who is also friends with him. That is, one who exists to protect and serve the things of Elohim, including his will, way, and purposes, as well as the flocks and herds of Elohim. This is also where the servant is to find his bride and rear his children. So within this land of Midian, within this land of strife, this is where the would-be servant of Elohim first learns to serve. And he first learns to serve, by dealing with the flock of the priest of Midian in which he dwells. And so this is also where he's to find his wife. And because if he took a wife from the letter of the word, she has a different perspective of the word than he does. And so it's going to cause problems. Can you see that? So this is where the would-be servant finds his bride and rears his children as well. All of this takes place in this land of Midian, this testing and trials of strife, to see if you're going to actually do things Yah's way or your way or some other man's way. Lastly, this is where the would-be servant of Elohim is to dwell during their stay in the land of strife. So while they're in the land of strife, they are to stay with the priest of Elohim, with the friend of Elohim, amongst the flock of Elohim. This is where they're to stay in the land of strife. This is also where they're to further learn of Elohim and develop. Even as this was the place Moshe further learned of Elohim. For this is where he learned Yah's true name. Is it not? It was here that he first witnessed Yah's miraculous power. Was it not? It was here Moshe learned of Yah's plan for Israel. And it was here where he learned what part Yah wanted him to play in his plan. In other words, this is also where the would-be servant receives his mission. It's all within this second period of testing and trials. And you're not going to believe what comes in the third period of testing and trials. This is so awesome, you know. But you're going to have to wait till next week.
Yeah.
That's all I have for you today. Prayer was a blessing.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take any questions.